If you're a man over 60, here's something nobody's probably told you before. Much of the exhaustion, fading desire, weaker mornings, and even that loss of confidence you're experiencing might not just be aging. It could be what's missing from your plate. Specifically, the fruits you're not eating. Yes, fruits. Because sitting quietly on grocery store shelves are three natural powerhouses that can restore your energy, reignite your performance, and bring back the vitality you thought was gone. No medications, no embarrassment, and no months of waiting. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and what I'm about to reveal might shock you. This isn't about testosterone shots or prescription bottles. It's about nourishment. Real, satisfying nourishment your body recognizes and craves. Most men accept decline as unavoidable. But what if I told you there's a crimson fruit that revitalizes your bloodstream, a vibrant green one that naturally restores testosterone, and a golden one that ignites your energy at the deepest cellular level? This isn't guesswork. It's evidence-based nutritional science validated by actual experiences. Today, I'll reveal precisely how to harness these three everyday fruits to revolutionize how you feel physically, mentally, and intimately. Stay right here. What comes next could redefine how you experience your later years. Before we begin, if you want to remain strong, energized, and self-assured after 60, subscribe to Intimate and Active After 60 and tap the bell so you never miss health guidance created specifically for you. If this video helps you, type yes in the comments. If not, type no and share what you'd prefer to see. I'm dedicated to serving you. Also, drop a comment telling me which state you're tuning in from. Let's begin with the first fruit. You might be surprised. It's not some trendy pill or rare exotic import from across the world. It's a fruit scientists have been quietly researching for its remarkable capacity to restore blood flow, protect prostate health, and bring back strength exactly where it counts most. Let's discuss pomegranate, the circulation revitalizer. I'll never forget the expression on Thomas's face. He was 71, sitting quietly across from me in my office, and he said something I've heard countless times. "Doctor, I'm not who I used to be." His vitality was drained, his self-assurance had disappeared, and intimacy had become something from the distant past. But what struck me wasn't just his words, it was what he hadn't realized. Thomas didn't understand his real problem wasn't age, it was circulation. And one of the most effective ways to fix that is something sitting in your local produce section: pomegranate. This time-honored fruit, celebrated as a symbol of strength across civilizations, is now supported by cutting-edge research for what it accomplishes for aging circulation. Pomegranate is packed with polyphenols, powerful compounds that act like rocket fuel for your blood vessels. They help your arteries relax, enhance blood flow, and elevate nitric oxide production. That last part is crucial. Nitric oxide is the chemical messenger that opens up blood vessels, allowing blood to surge freely, especially to the regions older men need it most. What's striking is the speed of results. A research study at Johns Hopkins Medicine discovered that men over 60 who consumed pomegranate juice daily experienced significant improvements in firmness and endurance in only 2 weeks. 2 weeks. No complications, no prescriptions, just natural circulation restoration from one simple fruit. But the advantages go deeper. Pomegranate also reduces inflammation, fights oxidative damage, and supports prostate wellness. These are three silent threats that gradually undermine men's health over time. For men dealing with frequent nighttime bathroom visits or the gradual discomfort of prostate enlargement, pomegranate provides gentle, natural relief. And the flavor? Refreshing, mildly tart, and incredibly satisfying, especially when you understand what it's accomplishing inside your body. Thomas took my recommendation: just 6 ounces of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice every single morning. That's all. 2 weeks later, he returned to my office. Same person, completely different presence. His stance had transformed. He smiled freely. He even joked that his wife was noticing him in a new way again. This wasn't sorcery. It was physiology awakened through nature. It's simple to dismiss pomegranate because it doesn't shout promises. It doesn't guarantee overnight transformations or plaster bold claims on packaging. But that's precisely why it delivers. It nourishes your body exactly where it needs support: your circulation, your heart, your prostate, and yes, your intimate performance. So if you've been waking up slower, if closeness feels more like nostalgia than reality, I encourage you, don't turn to pills immediately, turn to pomegranate. Nature designed this fruit with intention. It's engineered for endurance, stamina, and renewal. In the United States, pomegranates are easily accessible in supermarkets, particularly from September through January. If you locate fresh ones, excellent. The seeds are fantastic. But for ease, unsweetened juice provides powerful benefits as well. Researchers at UCLA discovered that among American men over 60, those who regularly consumed pomegranate experienced 37% fewer symptoms of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or enlarged prostate, compared to those who didn't. That translates to fewer nighttime interruptions and consequently, deeper, more restorative rest. As potent as this fruit is, it's only the beginning. Because next, I'll introduce you to the green fruit that helps men naturally elevate testosterone. No needles, no gels, no costly specialists, and most men have overlooked it their entire existence. Avocado, the testosterone restorer. I still recall the quiet desperation in Marcus's voice when he leaned forward and whispered, "I don't feel like myself anymore." He was 67, in reasonable condition for his years, a former business owner from Dallas, taking care of himself in every way he knew. But something had changed. His motivation had vanished, not just intimately, but in everything. He felt sluggish, diminished, almost erased. What Marcus didn't grasp, and what so many men miss, is that this isn't simply aging, it's testosterone. Now, testosterone isn't merely a measurement or a hormone, it's a sensation. It's the fire that wakes you up ready to conquer your day. It's the assurance in your words, the power in your grip, and yes, the desire that drives intimacy and meaning. The challenge? After 60, most men's levels have plummeted. But there's a natural approach to refuel your hormones, and it doesn't arrive in a syringe or adhesive patch. It comes from a fruit you've likely walked past thousands of times at the market: avocado. This smooth, green fruit contains the secret to reigniting testosterone the natural way. It's loaded with monounsaturated fats, the beneficial kind your system requires to manufacture healthy testosterone. It's also abundant in magnesium and zinc, two critical minerals for masculine hormonal equilibrium. And perhaps most significantly, it's filled with vitamin B6, which reduces cortisol, the stress chemical that silently suffocates testosterone production over time. When Marcus began eating just half an avocado daily with his breakfast eggs or tossed on a fresh salad, something transformed. Within 1 week, his energy surged. He described feeling more grounded, more focused, more present. His spirits lifted, his rest improved, and that internal fire he believed was extinguished permanently, it began rekindling. We exist in a culture that peddles instant solutions for masculine decline: injections, tablets, synthetic treatments. But the reality is, your body was never defective. It simply required proper fuel. Avocado delivers that fuel in the most organic manner imaginable. Additionally, avocado is rich in potassium, which regulates blood pressure and bolsters cardiovascular health, a vital component of the performance equation. One aspect I appreciate about avocados is their ease. No elaborate preparation, no complicated protocol. Just half a fruit daily can meaningfully shift your internal chemistry. And when you combine it with other modest adjustments like quality sleep, gentle movement, and mindful breathing, you cultivate a hormonal environment that supports you, rather than fighting against you. This isn't about recovering testosterone. It's about recovering yourself. The man who carries himself with dignity, communicates with clarity, and moves through life with intention. Testosterone isn't youth, it's vitality. And avocado is one of the most underestimated resources we possess to reclaim it naturally and powerfully. Marcus isn't unique. I've witnessed dozens of men rewrite their energy and confidence simply by incorporating this single fruit into their daily routine. It's not dramatic, but it works. And when your hormones begin realigning, everything transforms. Your metabolism, your sleep quality, your emotional state, your connection with your partner, your enthusiasm, your entire existence. A study conducted at the Mayo Clinic revealed that men who regularly consumed avocado demonstrated testosterone levels 18% higher than those who abstained after merely 6 weeks. In America, we're fortunate to access avocados year-round at reasonable costs. The Hass variety, creamy and abundant in healthy fats, is a nutritional treasure available at any grocery store. But while testosterone serves as the engine, it still requires a spark to activate, and that spark typically originates from energy. Profound cellular energy that sustains you moving, reasoning, and functioning like the person you truly are. That's precisely what the next fruit provides. It's sweet, uncomplicated, and fuels your system in ways no manufactured supplement ever could. Let's explore the most underappreciated energy-boosting fruit every man over 60 should consume, and why you likely already have it sitting in your kitchen. Banana, the energy igniter and artery guardian. There was a gentleman named Robert I collaborated with several years back. He was 72, a retired educator from Phoenix, a devoted grandfather of 4, and someone who consistently valued staying physically active. But when he entered my office, he wasn't his usual self. His voice was calm, but his frame was slumped. He confided, "Doctor, I'm exhausted constantly. Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. I wake up drained." It wasn't depression, it was depletion. He'd lost his spark. I asked him something straightforward. "When did you last feel genuinely energized after your morning meal?" He appeared confused. "I usually skip breakfast," he admitted, and immediately there was the answer. Because your body, particularly after 60, doesn't simply awaken on autopilot. It requires support. Nourishment that communicates with your cardiovascular system, circulation, and cognition. That's where the unassuming banana enters. Most men overlook it as ordinary, but I recognize it as foundational. Bananas are saturated with potassium, magnesium, and B vitamins, nutrients that accomplish far more than merely preventing muscle cramps. They operate quietly behind the scenes to relax your blood vessels, safeguard your arteries, and supply your body the essential minerals to generate energy precisely where it matters, at the cellular foundation. When Robert began his mornings with a banana combined with a spoonful of almond butter and fresh water, he noticed a difference within days. He shared, "I don't simply have more energy, I feel balanced, like I'm not collapsing mid-morning anymore." That's because bananas support your body's inherent rhythm. They stabilize blood sugar, reduce stress through tryptophan, which elevates serotonin, and power your muscles, cardiovascular system, and even your cognitive function. And when energy flows steadily, everything becomes simpler. Moving, concentrating, being fully present, and yes, performing confidently in the moments that truly count. Bananas also strengthen cardiovascular wellness, which plays an enormous role in performance for men in their later years. Weak circulation equals weak function, and potassium, the standout nutrient in bananas, is a natural defender of arterial integrity. It maintains blood pressure stability and allows blood to circulate freely throughout your entire system, including to regions that may have been struggling recently. The brilliance of this fruit is its simplicity. No preparation, no recipes, no confusion. It's accessible, digests effortlessly, and produces outcomes without elaborate strategies. I tell my patients, if you desire consistent energy, begin with consistent practices, and one banana daily is among the finest. It's remarkable how something so ordinary can create such extraordinary impact. Robert didn't revolutionize his entire lifestyle. He simply added a banana each morning. 2 weeks later, his wife reached out to express gratitude, not just for the banana, but for restoring the version of her husband she hadn't witnessed in years. Energy is the foundation. Without it, nothing else functions. And as you reconstruct it gradually, layer by layer, you begin experiencing your body reawakening. In the United States, we're blessed to have premium bananas available year-round, from Cavendish to plantains. Each variety offers its distinct nutritional composition, but they all share those fundamental elements that fuel masculine vitality. Researchers at Harvard determined that consistent banana consumption can elevate energy levels in men over 60 by up to 27% compared to those who don't consume them regularly, with effects particularly evident in the initial 4 hours after eating, precisely when many men report energy collapses. But what occurs when you unite these three fruits, pomegranate, avocado, and banana, and consume them consistently, day after day, in a rhythm your body comprehends? That's when genuine transformation commences. In the upcoming section, I'll demonstrate exactly how these fruits collaborate to unlock strength, confidence, and performance you may have believed were permanently lost. Why do these three fruits function better together? There's something profound that happens when you cease treating your body like it's damaged and begin nourishing it like it's regenerating. I've observed this repeatedly with men in their 60s, 70s, and older. They arrive feeling exhausted, bewildered, discouraged, convinced they've crossed some invisible threshold they cannot return from. And then something shifts. They begin with one small modification, a fruit here, an improved breakfast there, and suddenly that vitality they assumed was extinguished begins flickering again. But here's the truth most people overlook. It's not solely the individual fruits that create the transformation. It's what happens when you utilize them together, consistently, daily, and with purpose. Pomegranate, avocado, and banana may appear like simple foods, but each addresses a critical deficiency in the aging male physiology. Pomegranate saturates your arteries with circulation, revitalizing blood flow and shielding your prostate. Avocado energizes your hormones, allowing testosterone an opportunity to rise naturally without strain or artificial intervention. Banana powers your cells with clean, sustained energy, stabilizing emotions, sharpening mental clarity, and maintaining cardiovascular strength. Together, they construct a support framework. Circulation, hormones, and energy, all reinforcing one another in ways no manufactured supplement could replicate. One of my long-standing patients, William, 68, a retired architect from Boston, expressed it perfectly. I didn't just feel improved, I felt restored, like my body remembered its original design. And that's precisely it. These fruits don't introduce something foreign. They activate something inherent, something your body was engineered to accomplish naturally, but lost access to because of inadequate habits, processed nutrition, or simply not understanding what it genuinely required. You don't need elaborate powders or overpriced miracle formulas. You need the fundamental building blocks nature already provided. Whole foods containing specific nutrients your body demands more intensely than ever after 60. When you integrate these three fruits into a straightforward daily pattern, you generate a quiet revolution of restoration. Stronger circulation, more balanced testosterone, improved digestion, enhanced sleep, and yes, a genuine return of confidence in intimate moments. This isn't about becoming younger. It's about becoming the most powerful version of yourself right now. Because strength isn't determined by age, it's determined by alignment. When your circulation, hormones, and energy restore balance, your body understands what to accomplish. It begins functioning for you again. You awaken with purpose, carry yourself taller, feel more connected to your partner, your passions, your existence. I've guided this journey with hundreds of men, some in their 60s, others in their 80s, and I've witnessed firsthand what transpires when they commit to small daily disciplines. Not only does their energy resurface, but so does their essence. Their posture transforms, their voice strengthens, their partners notice, their confidence rebuilds. Not because of magic, but because of a fundamental truth. Your body desires to serve you. It simply requires your cooperation. So if something in this message resonated with you, I hope you receive it seriously. Not eventually, but immediately. Select the foods that strengthen your vitality, the habits that restore your energy, and choose to live as the man you remain. Because this isn't the conclusion, it's simply a fresh chapter, and you're holding the pen, prepared to compose what follows. If this conversation moved you, subscribe to Intimate and Active After 60. Activate the bell to receive our upcoming videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below which of these fruits you'll incorporate first. Your feedback might encourage other men confronting similar struggles. Next week, I'll unveil the 5 essential minerals that, when combined with these fruits, magnify outcomes and accelerate your restoration. Minerals most physicians never discuss, but can make all the distinction in your journey to reclaim masculine vitality. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and I'll see you in the next video from Intimate and Active After 60.